Let's take this reclaimed jacket and paint something awesome on it. So let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and traced Mickey Mouse in Illustrator and then cut it out with the vinyl plotter. If you don't have those tools, you can simply put down masking tape, draw it on the tape, and then cut it out, and then you'll have a template. Whether you're using this type of template or just using straight out tape, don't forget to always push down the edges so no paint gets underneath it. It's always a pain in the butt when you have overspray and you can't get it out. So don't forget to press down on those edges. So I'm trying Autoborn Sealer. The reason why I'm doing that is it tends to soften and flatten down some of the fabric that tends to stick out. And I wanted to see if I can seal the fabric and not have too much of the white base being absorbed by the fabric itself. So I just wanted to give it a shot. It worked pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is apply white, and I'm going to do several coats, making sure that I dry in between each coat. I think I must have put down like 8 different coats of white. So the material itself, it's very absorbent, so it takes a lot of paint. I would do this with the regular brush, but I didn't want to get any drips inside the template, so that's why I used the airbrush. Went ahead and started with yellow and going darker and darker. I didn't really have a plan. I just kind of decided to do whatever came to mind. So obviously I want to go through the whole spectrum and apply some colors and shapes. And then later on you'll see me go back with the brush and apply a little bit more of the yellow there. It's always satisfying when you remove the vinyl and review the final design. Instead of black, I'm using a real dark navy blue, just so it offsets the colorful body and kind of matches the denim. You can use several things to splatter paint. You can use your hands, old toothbrush, a dry brush, just kind of using your finger, you can just kind of flicker the paint on there. Using a small brush, I'm going in here and adding a underlayer of white before I add the red. I added about 3 layers, making sure I dry in between, and I'm becoming very generous with the paint here. Let's also add a little highlight on the nose. Once the white is dry, then I go ahead and add the red on there. And I think I added about 3 layers as well, just drying in between each layer. Let me know if you guys like this in the comments below. Would you guys change to a different color or a different style? So I'm going back with the regular brush and applying a couple of highlights on the yellow. The fabric itself is still absorbing a lot of paint, so I just wanted to kind of apply more paint on the top portion of the fabric, so it'll be a little bit brighter. So that's what I'm doing now. Let's go ahead and remove the stencil from the face and then fill that area in with white using a regular brush. I'll probably do about 3 or 4 layers of white. I'm having to put 3 layers of white down because my paint's real thin. It's meant to be shot through an airbrush, so if you have regular acrylic paint, it might take you only about maybe 1 or 2 coats. In my case, it's like I said, very watered down, but at the end it gives a nice soft look to it, and it's not too thick where you can really see like brush strokes. So I really like that effect, so I'm okay taking the time and applying 3 or 4 different coats of white there. Just a little fun fact about myself: I'm a professional graphic designer, and I do production art as well as regular graphic design for packaging, and obviously I do custom gifts and promotional products. Same thing as I did with the mouth, with the tongue. I'm gonna go ahead and apply 3 layers of white base, allowing dry time in between, probably with blow dryer to make things a little bit faster, and then I'll go back and apply 3 red base coats, and then I'll finish it off with a little bit of a darker red along the edges to give it a little bit of a more of a shape or pronounce or outline, so it shows up a little bit better. I'm originally from Orange County in Southern California, so I remember not specifically going to the park a lot, but going to the Disney Hotel. And back then they used to have this free show that you would go to and watch the Dancing Waters. I think now it's the World of Color or something like that, but back then they used to have a small little venue on the side of the hotel, and I think at 9 o'clock they used to play this show once every hour. And I remember my aunt taking me once a week to see that show. It was real cool back then. Off camera I added 3 layers of white, and then obviously dried in between those layers, and then went back and added about 3 layers of this yellow onto the shoes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more of this auto-born sealer to just give it a little bit of a gloss so all those colors stand out. And this is my favorite part, removing all the stencil and finally seeing your design without the stencil. It's really exciting, and it almost feels like Christmas in a way. When working with stencils, you want to make sure that you remove the stencil as soon as you're done painting. This way it doesn't allow the paint to dry. If it does dry and you try to remove the stencil later on, it may rip some of the paint. So you want to do it as soon as you're done painting. And yeah, it turned out pretty cool. When you're working with these vinyl stencils or any type of like tape, you want to make sure you kind of blow dry the tape or the vinyl, and it kind of reheats up the glue so it sticks really good onto the fabric. And here comes my favorite part, the tail. Man, that turned out pretty cool. Wow. And there you guys have it. What do you guys think? I'm really excited. It looks really nice, especially when it's outside in the sun. The colors just stand out and looks pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys would make it more unique. Would you choose a different character? Would you choose different colors? A different style of applying the paint? Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making this jacket. If you want me to paint something for you, the contact information is in the description below. You can always visit my Etsy shop at etsy.com/theprintshopcorner. And yeah, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.